Hi, my name is Nicole Bruce, and my two words are performing and living. I became a Christian when I was 4 years old. I grew up in church and thought that Jesus was the most important thing in my life. But I got into the habit of doing all of these things that I thought a good Christian should do, and eventually I lost the meaning of having a relationship with Jesus, and I forgot what it truly meant to be a Christian, which was surrendering my life to God and not just doing certain things to get into heaven. It became a checklist for me, and I believed that as long as I did the things on the list, I'd be fine. In high school, this caused me to put on the mask of a good Christian and try to actually live my life through other things like relationships with my friends. I was performing in the role of a good Christian, but under that mask, I was empty and didn't feel like I was truly alive. Throughout my high school years, Jesus relentlessly pursued me. There were multiple times when I would turn to him and decide to stop performing and living that double life, particularly after a concert from one of my favorite bands who had shared the good news that Jesus died so that I could live for him and live with him. But time and time again, I would go home and put that mask back on, falling right back into my performance. Around the middle of my senior year of high school, I was so tired of it. Living a double life was exhausting, and I knew that it was time to stop hiding, but at that point, I didn't know how. My performance and the good Christian front that was putting on were such a part of me that I couldn't get rid of it on my own. And this is when Jesus really stepped in and saved me. Through the grace of God, my parents found out about the things in my life that I was hiding, and they helped me see that just because I did things the right way didn't mean that I was a Christian. They helped me realize that Jesus died on the cross to save me from having to do things to get into heaven, and that instead he wanted me to give my life to him so that he could give me a completely new and much better life than I had before. When I came to Ball State, I really decided that I was going to give this living for Jesus thing a try, and it was the best decision that I have ever made. Jesus began to show me that my life wasn't about me, but that it was about helping others know him. I got involved with a wonderful ministry here on campus called Cru, where I began to grow in my relationship with God and with other Christians through Bible study and the weekly meetings. God showed me that life could be exciting, that there were people who wanted to know who I really was, no matter what I was going through, and even if I didn't feel good enough. I found a passion to know more about God, and I actually wanted to go to church, to read my Bible, and to spend time in prayer instead of just feeling like I had to. Jesus gave me a reason to live my life, and it has been so worth it. I was once living a double life and performing in the role I felt obligated to portray, but now I'm living a life for Christ that is full of joy, peace, and passion. Those are my two words.